Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 2009-10 Stanley Cup Final on the channel. Game 5 for Saturday afternoon hockey finds us back at the SAP Center in San Jose, California, where the New Jersey Devils are playing the San Jose Sharks. When we last left San Jose, the Sharks were facing a 2-0 disaster and staring down the sweep of Martin Brodeur. Instead, when we got back to New Jersey, Evgeny Nabokov all of a sudden awoke, and we've got ourselves a series again because we are deadlocked here at 2 in this Stanley Cup Final series. Game 6 will be tomorrow back at the Prudential Center in Newark, as Dave's Board Gaming is first to join us here at the SAP Center. Good afternoon, Dave. Hopefully things are going well for you. Been a fairly busy day, but we're going to get to it. And I do want to pull... I know I've been saying I want to pull a video forward, but tonight I'm actually going to, because I will need to tear down this setup completely to set up tomorrow morning's fall campaign video anyway. So I figure once I get done with dinner tonight, I can probably have one more video in the interim before I set that up. And for Saturday afternoon hockey, we have got a sellout crowd here at the SAP Center. There's a sea of teal here. Unfortunately for Jersey fans, Devil fans don't really travel that well across the country. So, if we are all set, let's jump right into the action here. It is going to be loud here at the SAP Center, so bear with me. Face-offs are +1 to San Jose to start the game. That is an 8. That will go up to Heatley. The Sharks have it, and Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final starts now. Opponent defense 8. Parise will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Parise zipping down the ice. He'll throw that at the net. That's a 5. Save made by Nabokov. That'll go to Thornton. Thornton. Opponent defense 3. Zajac will take the puck away for an inside shot. Murray will try to intimidate. Murray will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. San Jose with it now. Passing D will be an outside shot for Heatley. Heatley is going to try to penetrate against Salvador. Salvador will take the puck away. Heatley can't get through. Opponent defense 9. That's going to be our first penalty of the day on Boyle, as he's going off for tripping. Power play is a 6. If the right defenseman is a 4, he is. That'll start off being a breakaway shot for Heatley. Uh-oh. What can Heatley do with this one? He's alone on Brodeur. 5 would be a goalie rating if the Sharks were on the power play. Unfortunately, they're shorthanded. So Brodeur will get to that one. Arena groans. Ugh. And then we'll have an inside shot for Zajac. Zajac, as the Devils recover from a near disaster, will get that into the slot. Zajac with a shot. 9. Save made. And that faceoff will come out. Actually, will come to the left of Nabokov. Arena cheers. Yay! Offensive zone draw for the Devils off the power play. Faceoffs remain +1 to San Jose. That is a 17. That will go to Salvador, and Salvador has it for the Devils. He will lose that over to Boyle. Boyle looking to get out of his own zone with it. Outside shot only for anybody. They will give that to Marlowe. Marlowe zipping down the ice for the point. 11. Save made by Brodeur over to Salvador. Salvador for New Jersey. Boyle will step in to hold that at the point. He'll have an outside shot. Boyle. 11 would be a goalie rating if the Sharks were on the power play, but instead Brodeur will hold on. We'll take that to the left of Brodeur, and then we'll have a forwards line change. Once again, picking up with a fairly up-tempo first period. But we've got a big offensive zone draw coming up here for San Jose. Both teams would love to get that first goal, establish momentum in a deadlocked Stanley Cup Final, as we are at Game 5. Faceoffs now are +2 to San Jose. That's an 18. They won't get it. That will be green with it for New Jersey, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 5. Murray will take the puck away for an outside shot. Murray will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck. Green will get a stick on it. Green for New Jersey. Opponent defense 8. Murray steps in to hold that in at the point still. Throwing that at the net. 8's a rebound chance. Offensive right wing. Uh-oh. Setaguchi with the rebound. 7 is a goalie rating on Brodeur. 7 and 8 are bad numbers. That's a 6. Save made by Brodeur. That'll go to Salvador. Salvador with it for New Jersey. Inside shot for anybody. They'll give that to Kovalchuk. Setaguchi will try to intimidate. Setaguchi will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Setaguchi. 1-15, no penalty. That's a 20, which means we will have a penalty on Setaguchi, along with a defenseman line change. Good news for San Jose, though. It's a power play 16, and the only way we have all 4 rated defensive players, never mind, we don't. So that'll be a no-shots power play. That faceoff will come out of the San Jose zone. Arena, size. Phew! Faceoffs remain +2 to San Jose. That's another 20. That'll go over to Setaguchi. Actually, that'll go over to Elias for the Devils, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 3. That'll be an inside shot for Zubris. Vlasic will try to intimidate. Vlasic's got it for San Jose. Who's the possible breakaway? Left D if the breakaway penetration rating is 2 or more. White's a 1. Blake will have that for San Jose instead. Opponent defense 9. White will zip down the ice for an outside shot. White. 10 is a goalie rating on Nabokov. 3, 7, and 11 are bad numbers. That's a 10. Save made by Nabokov. They'll give that to Pavelski. Pavelski for San Jose. Opponent defense 5. That'll be an outside shot for Klo. Klo will try to penetrate against Mateau. Klo getting into the slot. He gets by Mateau. He's got an inside shot on Brodeur. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defense, any player, they'll give that to Mateau for a forwards line change. Neither team wants to make the first mistake here. Mateau with it now for New Jersey. Passing F. He will lose the puck. Outside shot for Ortmeyer. Ortmeyer will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck. Niedermeyer will get a stick on it. Niedermeyer. Outside shot only for anybody. He'll give that to Clarkson for an outside shot. Clarkson. 6. Save made by Nabokov over to Ortmeyer. Ortmeyer with it. Opponent defense 1. Rolston will take the puck away for an outside shot. Rolston will try to make a pass. Passing K. He'll lose the puck over to Nickel. Nickel getting a stick on it for San Jose. Opponent defense 2. Niedermeyer takes the puck away for an inside shot. Malhotra will try to intimidate. Malhotra will not intimidate. Niedermeyer with the inside shot. That's a 4. Save made by Nabokov. That'll go back to Nickel. Nickel for San Jose. Inside shot for anybody. They'll give that to Blake. White will try to intimidate. White will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on White. 1-15, no penalty. That's a 2. White's got it. We'll play on. Passing E. He will lose the puck. Outside shot for anybody. They will give that to Blake. Blake will try to make a pass. Lose the puck. Rolston will intercept that. Rolston for New Jersey. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Blake. Blake stepping in at the point to hold it in. That's an 8. That's another rebound chance. Offensive left defenseman. Vlasic will follow the rebound into the net. That's a 9. Goalie rating on Brodeur. That's a 10. Save made by Brodeur. He'll hold on. We'll get a face-off. Arena groans. Ugh. Again, both teams playing very up-tempo hockey. Not what I expected here in Game 5, but neither team wants to make the mistake. Face-offs remain +2 to San Jose for an offensive zone draw for the Sharks. That's a 1. That'll go over to Vlasic, and the Sharks have it in this offensive zone win. Possible breakaway. That's the left wing. That is Malhotra. He's in alone on Brodeur. What can Malhotra do with it? That's a 10. On a 1-15, Malhotra gives the Sharks the lead. And no! Brodeur coming up with a great save. He will rob Malhotra on that one. He will hold on. We'll take that face-off to the left of Brodeur. Wow. 1-15. That's a goal from Malhotra. That is a 16. And Brodeur has got Malhotra talking to himself already. Arena groans. Ugh. They could not believe it. Malhotra almost gave the Sharks the lead. Face-offs remain +2 to San Jose. Another offensive zone draw for the Sharks. That is a 12. They will give that over to Blake, and we're off and running once again. Opponent defense 4. White will take the puck away for an inside shot. Vlasic will try to intimidate. Vlasic will take the puck away. Time ticking down here in the first. Opponent defense 6. Mateau will take the puck away for an outside shot. Time ticking down. Mateau will throw that at the net. That's a 12. Save made over to Blake. Brrr. there's the horn to end the first period. And we are scoreless here at the SAP Center after 20 minutes as we get set for the second period of this game. Neither team wants to make the mistake here that potentially opens them up to losing the Stanley Cup. The Stanley Cup is in New Jersey, waiting for Game 6 tomorrow. The question remains, who will have a chance to lift it? We will find out when this game is over. Excuse me. Once again, the Zamboni will get things ready for the second period of this game. Third game, at least in this series, with a scoreless first period. Let's see. I might be able to. I can tell you. Yeah. That's actually no. Actually, it's not. It looks like the Sharks actually scored in the first period for Game 4. In Game 4. So sorry to disappoint you, Dave, but this is only the second game in the series where we've had a scoreless first period. But I'm not surprised it's coming. I'm not surprised we've got another scoreless first period in a game with stakes as high as this. And to be honest, somewhat selfishly, I would love to see this series go 7 games. This is the first ever hockey season replay I've done on the channel, and I'd love for it to end in poetic fashion in an epic Game 7. Preferably without multiple overtimes, though, like that 4-overtime game I had when I replayed the 2017-18 Stanley Cup Final during the advent of the Phoenix last year. Holy cow, is that a long game. And yes, exciting games so far in the series all around. Yes, indeed. Hopefully anybody who stops by to watch this, whether during the game today as we're playing live or later on YouTube, enjoys a little Saturday afternoon hockey on the channel. As we'll get set here for the second period of this game. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Quick drink of my Crystal Light. Checking on my phone. Making sure that catches charge on my dock. We're good. So now let's start the second period of this game. Face-offs, +1 to San Jose to start the second. That's a 4. That'll go up to Heatley, and the Sharks have it to start the second period. Let's get going. Losing the puck, outside shot only for Zajac. Zajac zipping down the ice. 7, save made by Nabokov, over to Murray. Murray, Salvador stepping in to hold that in at the point for an outside shot. He'll lose that over to Boyle. Boyle for San Jose with it. Opponent defense 11. Salvador is going to get hit with a penalty. That's a tripping call. And now we've got a power play coming up for San Jose. If 3 or more 4-rated defensive players, which we do have. So that'll end up being an outside shot for anybody. They will give that to Marlowe for an outside shot. Marlowe at the point. That's a 5. Save made by Brodeur. He will hold on, and that will end the power play. Arena groans. Ugh. Once again, face-offs on an offensive zone draw for San Jose, +1 to the Sharks. That is an 8. That'll go up to Heatley once again, and the Sharks have it to continue the second period. Opponent defense 10, Parise, zipping down the ice for an outside shot only. He'll throw that at the net from the point. Save made by Nabokov over to Marlowe. Marlowe passing D. That'll be an inside shot for Thornton. Zajac will try to intimidate. Zajac will take the puck away. Zajac for New Jersey. Thornton will step in to hold that in at the point for an outside shot only. 6 is a goalie rating on Brodeur. That's a 9. Save made by Brodeur. He'll hold on. We'll take that face-off to the right of Brodeur. Another offensive zone draw for San Jose as the Sharks are on the attack. 14, though, will go over to Green, and we're off and running as the Devils are trying to get out of their own zone. Opponent defense 3. Murray will take the puck away for an inside shot. Green will try to intimidate. Green will take the puck away, and we'll have a forwards line change. Another up-tempo start to start the third period of this game. Green with it for New Jersey. Outside shot only for anybody. They'll give that to Elias. Elias at the point. That's a 5. Save made by Nabokov. Pavelski will get it. Pavelski for San Jose. Inside shot for anybody. They'll give that to Setaguchi. Kovalchuk will try to intimidate. Kovalchuk will intimidate, take the puck away. Possible penalty on Kovalchuk, though. 1-12, no penalty. That's a 13. There will be a penalty on Kovalchuk. Fortunately for the Devils, though, it's a power play 16 for San Jose. And that'll be a no-shots power play. We'll have a defenseman line change. Arena groans. Ugh. We'll bring that face-off just outside the New Jersey zone. Face-offs are now +2 to San Jose. The first goal may well be the only one, the way both of these goalies are playing. That's a 9. That'll go to Klo, and we're off and running once again. Opponent defense 6. That will be an outside shot for Pavelski. Pavelski will try to make a pass. Passing K will be an inside shot right back to Klo. Klo getting into the slot with it. That's a 7. Save made by Brodeur over to Zubris. Zubris with it for New Jersey. Losing the puck, they'll give that to Setaguchi for an inside shot. Kovalchuk will try to intimidate. Kovalchuk will take the puck away. Kovalchuk for New Jersey. Inside shot for anybody. He will give that to Elias. Klo will risk an intimidation. Klo will not intimidate. Elias gets into the slot with it. He's on Nabokov. That's a 7. Goalie rating on Nabokov. That's a 12. Save made by Nabokov. That'll go to Vlasic. Vlasic for San Jose. Passing E. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk's going to let this one fly. That's a 5. Save made by Nabokov over to Setaguchi. Setaguchi, inside shot for anybody. He will give that to Blake. White will try to intimidate. White will take the puck away, and we'll have a forwards line change. White with it now for New Jersey. Opponent defense 2. Blake will take the puck away for an inside shot. Niedermeyer will try to intimidate. Niedermeyer will intimidate, take the puck away. Possible penalty on Niedermeyer, though. 1-12, no penalty. That's a 10. Niedermeyer's got it. We'll play on. Opponent defense 7. Nickel will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Nickel zipping down the ice. That's a 10. Save made by Brodeur over to White. White with it for New Jersey. Passing E. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for anybody. They'll give that to Blake. Blake will try to make a pass. Passing K will be an inside shot for Nickel. Nickel in the slot with it. Snake Eyes. That is a goal on a 1-19. And no! Brodeur with another great save. He will hold on. And Nickel is slamming his stick into the ice in frustration. Arena groans. Ugh. The Sharks cannot believe that Marty Brodeur is doing Marty Brodeur things here. That is another huge save by Brodeur for the Devils. Wow. If not for Brodeur, this game would be 2-0 San Jose right now. Face-offs are +2 to San Jose. That is a 17. That will go over to white for New Jersey, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 6. Outside shot for Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer will try to make a pass. Inside shot for anybody. They'll give that to Clarkson. Clarkson in the slot with it. That's a 5. Save made by Nabokov. That'll go to Malhotra. Malhotra. Outside shot only for anybody. He'll give that to Blake. Blake at the point. That's a 4. Save made by Brodeur over to Clarkson. Clarkson with it for New Jersey. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Right defenseman. That's Mateau. He's in alone on Nabokov. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Offensive right wing, if offense rating 2 or more. Clarkson's a 4. He'll follow Mateau's rebound to the net. 7 is a goalie rating on Nabokov. That's an 8. Save made by Nabokov. They'll give that to Ortmeyer. Ortmeyer with it for San Jose. Opponent defense 8. Rolston will hold that in at the point for an outside shot only. Rolston with a 6. Save made by Nabokov over to Malhotra. Malhotra lose the puck. Outside shot for anybody. They'll give that to Rolston. Ortmeyer will try to intimidate. Ortmeyer will take the puck away. Time ticking down here in the first. In the second. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Left wing of the breakaway penetration rating 3 or more. Malhotra is a 3. He's alone on Brodeur. That's a 9. Save made by Brodeur over to Rolston. Last play of the period. Inside shot for anybody. He'll give that to Clarkson. Malhotra will try to intimidate. Malhotra will intimidate, take the puck away. Possible penalty on Malhotra, though. 1-12, no penalty. That's a 16. There's the horn to end the second period, and we will take that power play at the start of the second period. Through 40 minutes, we are scoreless here at the SAP Center as we get ready for the third period of this game. Tomorrow afternoon sometime, Game 6 will be back at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, as one of these two teams will have a chance to lift the Stanley Cup. Which one will it be? We will probably know after the first goal is scored, at the rate things are going here. Because we are headed into the third period, still at goose eggs, as we get set for the third period. Wow. Both of these teams holding on. And an interesting thing to note in this series is that so far the the road teams have won all 4 games in this series. Wow. This has been a great Stanley Cup Final. Come on, there we go. Having a few problems shuffling for a second there. And yeah, very exciting game here as we're deadlocked at goose eggs heading into the third period. As the Zamboni is getting the ice ready, the Sharkettes are getting the fans ready for the third period of this game. Some killer saves for New Jersey, no kidding. Brodeur is once again trying to make his Conn Smythe case, and my expectation right now is, barring a hat trick in Game 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My expectation right now is, barring a hat trick in Game 7, the Conn Smythe winner looks like it's going to be the winning goalie in this series. Brodeur's been stellar throughout the playoffs, but Nabokov, in these last 2 games especially, Nabokov has really come on in this series. Just checking my phone once again. All quiet there. And we're not going to have a face-off to start the period because we ended the third period with a tripping penalty. So we're going to flip over the first 3 cards and get a power play for New Jersey. 4 is checking if the right defenseman is a 2 or more on defense. He is. That'll start off as an outside shot for Salvador. Salvador at the point. Snake Eyes is a goal on a 1-12. And no! Nabokov now coming up huge for the Sharks. Then we'll have an outside shot for Green as that puck gets worked back to the point. 9. We'll lose that over to Boyle. Then we'll have an outside shot for Parise. Parise as it gets back to the point again. 9 is another save by Nabokov. Finally, an inside shot for anybody. They'll give that to Langenbrunner, who is the hero of Game 1 in overtime. Langenbrunner in the slot. 6 is a save made by Nabokov. And Wolf hold on to get that face-off to the left of Nabokov. Arena size. Phew! Face-offs, +1 to San Jose. This is our first face-off of the third period. That is a 13. That'll go to Salvador, actually. And the Devils have it on an offensive zone win. Let's see what they do with it. Boyle will take the puck away for an inside shot. Green will try to intimidate. Green will take the puck away. Green with it for New Jersey, trying to hold it in. Losing the puck, Thornton will zip down the ice for an outside shot. That's a 5. Save made by Brodeur over to Zajac. Zajac for New Jersey. Opponent defense 9. Thornton holding that in at the point for an outside shot, only Thornton. 8 is a rebound chance. Offensive right defenseman. Boyle will follow that puck into the net. That's a 7. That would be a goalie rating if the Sharks were on the power play. Brodeur will freeze it, though. We'll take that face off to the right of Brodeur. +1 to San Jose. Sharks' first time in the offensive zone this period. That's a 9. That will go to Marlowe, and the Sharks have it. We're off and running once again. Losing the puck, Zajac will zip down for an outside shot only. 9. Goalie rating on Nabokov. That's an 11. Score! Travis Zajac giving the Devils a 1-0 lead here in the third period. Arena barfs. Blah! That's the first goal scored against Nabokov since the final goal of game 2. We'll get some assists from Zajac. Let's see. That will be from Green and Parise. As the Devils now take a 1-0 lead here in the third period. Sharks fans are very, very nervous. They went from a 2-0 series disaster to coming home with all the momentum, but giving up the first goal. Face-offs are +1 to San Jose at center ice. That is an 11. That'll go to Boyle, and the Sharks are looking for the equalizer desperately. Salvador will take that down the ice for an outside shot, though. Salvador with a 6. Save made by Nabokov over to Heatley. Heatley for San Jose, passing D. That'll be an inside shot for Marlowe. Langenbrunner will try to intimidate. Langenbrunner will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Langenbrunner. That's a 19. We will have a penalty. Unfortunately for the Sharks, however, power play 16 says if 3 or less 4-rated defensive players. Well, let's do the line change, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have 3. I'm pretty sure we're going to have less than two or fewer 4-rated defensive players, and I can already see that we do. So that'll be a no-shots power play for San Jose. Arena groans. Ugh. Face-offs now, though, are +2 to San Jose. That is a 10. That'll go up to Setaguchi, and Setaguchi will have that. We are off and running once again. Opponent defense 6. That'll be an outside shot for Klo. Klo is going to try to penetrate against Green. Klo will get into the slot against Green. Klo with an inside shot. That's a 9. Save made by Brodeur. They'll give that to Green. Green for New Jersey. Outside shot only for anybody. They'll give that to Elias. Elias. 6. Save made by Nabokov up to Setaguchi. Setaguchi for San Jose. Uh-oh, possible breakaway. Right wing of the breakaway penetration rating 4. Elias is a 4. Elias alone on Nabokov. That's a 5. Goalie rating on Nabokov. That's a 12. Save made by Nabokov. Murray right there to pick it up. Arena cheers. Yay! Defenseman line change coming up here. That's what I'm doing now. Vlasic with it now for San Jose. Passing E. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk will try to make a pass. Passing L. Uh-oh, that's going to be an inside shot for Elias. Elias back into the slot. 7. Goalie rating on Nabokov. That's a 4. Save made by Nabokov. He will hold on. We'll take that face-off to the right of Nabokov. Nabokov. San Jose needs to get this draw. They've got a +2 advantage on it. That's an 18. They won't get it, though. That will be over to Mateau. And we're off once again for New Jersey. Passing E. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Pavelski. Pavelski will try to make a pass. Passing J will be an inside shot for Setaguchi. Setaguchi in the slot. That's a 3. Goalie rating on Brodeur. That's a 7. Score! Devin Setaguchi tying the game here for the Sharks. We are tied at 1. Arena cheers. Yay! That will be Pavelski and Klo. And the Sharks have tied this game here in the third period. Faceoffs are +2 to San Jose as the teams come back to center ice. That is an 8. That will go back up to Setaguchi, and we're off once again. Sharks fans are electric here. Passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Klo. Klo will try to step in against Mateau. Klo gets past Mateau. He's got an inside shot. He's got one on Brodeur. Oop, get in the tower. 6. Goalie rating on Brodeur. That's a 7. Score! Ryan Klo jumping the Sharks out to a 2-1 lead. Arena cheers. Yay! All right, that was... All right, we'll just flip over a couple cards to get assists. That will be from... Pavelski. And... Blake. And just like that, the Sharks now with a 2-1 lead here in the third period. We bring the teams back to center ice. Faceoffs are +2 to San Jose. That is a 14. That'll go to Mateau. And the Devils now looking for the equalizer. Let's go. Inside shot for anybody. Look at that to Kovalchuk. Setaguchi will try to intimidate. Setaguchi will take the puck away. Setaguchi with it for San Jose. Opponent defense 11. That will be a penalty on Kovalchuk. Ooh. We'll do our forwards line change first. Oh boy, this could be a very dangerous power play for San Jose. They are looking for the dagger. Flipping over 3 cards. 2, 3. Power play is a 15. If 3 or more 4-rated defensive players, which we do not have. That'll start off as an outside shot for Nickel. Nickel gets that puck at the point. That's a 6. That'll be a save made by Brodeur. Then an inside shot for Ortmeyer. Ortmeyer in the slot with it. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Offensive left wing. Malhotra will follow the rebound in. That's an 8. That's another rebound. Offensive left wing, offense rating 3 or more. Malhotra will have his own rebound. That's a 12. Save made by Brodeur. He will hold on. We'll take that face-off to the left of Brodeur. Arena groans. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sharks would love to get some insurance here in the third period. Face-offs are +2 to San Jose on an offensive zone draw for the Sharks. That is a 4. That'll go up to Ortmeyer. And we're off and running once again. Zipping down the ice is Rolston for an outside shot. He will throw that at the net. 5. Save made by Nabokov over to Nickel. Nickel for San Jose. Losing the puck, outside shot only for Mateau. Mateau at the point. Whoop. Wow, that was crazy. 5 for Mateau. Save made by Nabokov. That'll go to Malhotra. Malhotra will lose that over to Clarkson. Clarkson with it will lose it right back to Malhotra. Malhotra lose the puck. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Center, that's Niedermeyer. He's alone on Nabokov. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Offensive lefty, offense rating 3 or more. White is a 1. Blake will have that for San Jose. Blake, opponent defense 9. White will take the puck away. Outside shot only. White trying to get it here. 6. Save made over to Nickel. Nickel for San Jose. Opponent defense 3. Niedermeyer will take the puck away. Time ticking down here for an outside shot. Brodeur was never able to get off the ice. Niedermeyer is going to throw this at the net. Time ticking down here in the third. Niedermeyer, 9. Save made over to Nickel. There's the horn to end this game. And in an offensive flurry in the third period, the San Jose Sharks take this one by a final score of 3-2. The Sharks take this by a final score of 2-1, I should say. The Sharks lead this series by a 3-2 margin. Arena cheers. Yay! And with that, the Stanley Cup will be in the building, will be at the Prudential Center tomorrow night for the San Jose Sharks to try to win it. So that will do it for Game 5 of the 2009-10 Stanley Cup Final. As I mentioned, I am going to try to pull a game forward tonight from my off-season content schedule before I set up tomorrow morning's stream of B-17 Flying Fortress Leader by DVG. As for what else we've got coming up on the channel, like I mentioned, tomorrow afternoon we'll be at the Prudential Center for Game 6 of the 2009-10 hockey season replay, where the San Jose Sharks lead the New Jersey Devils by a series score of 3-2. Thanks for the kind words on another great game, Dave. Tuesday we'll have Pino with Phoenix for September 2025. In case you're new to the channel, I'll let you know that Pino with Phoenix is where we sit down. It's kind of a chill stream, as Pino with Phoenix, where I sit down and talk about everything that I've done for the month and what's to come. It's basically like a recap show, if that makes sense. Wednesday we'll be playing America Bomber, Evil Queen of the Skies by Compass Games. And next week we'll have something new for Mystical Munchies, but I'll talk more about that during Pino with Phoenix. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone. The San Jose Sharks get a huge pair of goals here in the third period, and they win this game 2-1, taking a 3-2 series lead. They can win the Stanley Cup in this replay tomorrow in Game 6 at the Prudential Center. Once again, take care, and I will see you guys later.